Hi, I'm Doug.
I'm Tammy, and it's time for
Another everyday getaway.
And today we're getting away to the kitchen for another episode of Did Somebody Say Dessert?
Come on and join us.
All right, today we're making some Danishes with just using, I think, 6 or 7 ingredients. And we're starting with the basic crescent roll. And we're going to fry that off. And we're going to make some cream cheese that's really a quick cream cheese, no bake. And then some strawberries. So the first thing I've done is I've got some oil that I'm starting to heat up so it's nice and bubbly. And then we're going to go ahead and cut the crescent rolls. So we'll get to that.
Okay, so I'm going to start off. I just have some regular Pillsbury crescent rolls here. So I'm just going to start off by cutting them and making them into about 8 slices, I would say.
Give it a good whack.
Nice whack there. And I'm going to pull it on out of there. And I'm just going to chop it up. And you can make them bigger if you want to. I like to make them about this size so that they don't get too big once I put them in the pan. Okay, I'm going to set these to the side for a second, and I'm going to dip. We got some of this great Walmart, great value whipped cream cheese spread, and we're going to make our cream cheese cheesecake filling.
All right, this is just a no-bake cheesecake filling, and Doug already told you we're using some whipped cream cheese. We have the Walmart brand, but of course you can use any brand of whipped cream cheese. You can use block cream cheese also, but it needs to be nice and soft so you can mix it together. And we're going to throw in about a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, maybe a little bit more if you want it a little sweeter. That was a guess at it there. And we're going to put some vanilla in it. You don't have to, but we really like the flavor of vanilla in there, so I'm going to give it a good splash. And then we're going to give this a great mix here to get it all creamy. Since it's the no bake, I'm just going to do it by hand. I love using my stand mixer, but this is already kind of whipped, and it doesn't take long to get it to come together. Then you can try it, make sure it's sweet enough. If you want a little bit more powdered sugar, help yourself. All right, that's come together really well, so it's nice and creamy filling. I think we're ready to move on. I went back and added just a little bit more powdered sugar, just to give it a little bit more sweetness there. After all, it's dessert.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take the dough, the crescent rolls that I cut, and I'm going to go ahead and put it into the grease.
And we will cook these a few minutes on each side until they're nice and brown and puffed up, kind of like a fried donut.
Okay, I'm going to flip these over, and you can see they're starting to turn a nice brown. Starting to puff up nice.
That one's nice and brown. While Doug is finishing getting those nice and golden brown, I'm going to put a little sugar here in the bottom of a tray. When they come out, we're just going to give them a little dunk in the sugar and flatten them out a little bit. Let them cool before we get ready for the topping.
Okay, so I'm going to take these out and just kind of set them in the sugar.
We're going to give them a little shaky shake, a little bath in the sugar. Except for I guess they're kind of like sunbathing in there. A couple of these got a little bit more puffy than others. And
which is okay.
Yeah. And a couple of them look like they opened up more than others. Again, that's okay. They're just all they're being themselves, so they can be a little different.
And we're going to flatten them anyways. So.
Yeah. So while he's getting them out, I'll try to sugar them up a bit. And you might be thinking, this looks like a lot of calories. Well, it's did somebody say dessert? So it is on the sweet side, but great for maybe a picnic, maybe
after school treat.
Saturday afternoon, go to the farmer's market, bring home some nice fruit, and make yourself a Danish. All right, let's get ready to move on.
What are we making, Gibson?
Yummy. All right, for the fruit topping, you can use any fruit. We're going to use strawberries today. I'm just going to go ahead and cut the core off of them and macerate them in a little bit of sugar. But you could also use canned pie filling. Apples would be good, whether you do it fresh or whether you get a can. Blueberries, I have some peaches in the freezer. Maybe that sounds good, but whatever fruit you want. I think you could even use just preserves. If you have some homemade jelly jam preserves, you could use that as well. So I'm going to get ready, get the rest of these taken care of, macerate them with a couple teaspoons of sugar just to soften and sweeten them, and we'll be about ready.
Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take the Crescent rolls and I'm going to squish them down a little bit just so I have a little pocket here to put our cream cheese in.
And we just lined a baking dish with some parchment to put these on.
These feel so nice and warm.
And the little pockets he's making just need to be big enough to fill with cream cheese. So if yours are bigger and flatter, that's fine. But if they have little tiny pockets, that's all right too. All right, we'll get the rest of these done and we'll start filling. All right, here we go. We're going to take a good little spoon of this cream cheese mixture and start filling the pockets. I'm going to do 3 of them here just to get us going. And you should have plenty of cream cheese with that one little container of whipped cream cheese, just so that you can put a good little amount. And on each of those, whatever topping you choose, whether it's fresh berries or pie filling, we're just going to top it with a little bit of that fresh fruit. That strawberry didn't get cut up very well. And we'll finish them up. We'll give them a try. All right, here's our finished product. I'm going to give one of these a try. So let me grab one of these guys that I think I can manage a bite off of, and let's see what we think. Messy. Fried dough's really good. That cream cheese, whipped topping, so yummy. And then the fresh strawberries, haven't gotten one yet, but man, this is good.
Okay, so I went ahead and cut mine in half. Looks really delicious. Might be good to eat with a spoon or a fork, but let's give this a try. That is great. Cream cheese is wonderful. Just the right sweetness. The nice crunch of the croissant roll. It's just really good. I really like that. Okay, I really thought those were delicious. I think that if you brought them to a cookout, a church gathering, brought them over to your friend's house, they were great. They would be impressed. They didn't take that long to make.
And not much stuff, but I do think eating them with a spoon or a fork would be better. It's really hard keeping all that stuff together and trying to bite into it.
But the flavor is great.
It's great.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. That's it for our strawberry cream cheese croissants. And thank you for joining. Did somebody say desserts? They did, and today it was yummy. Take care of yourselves, take care of others, and we'll see you soon.
And don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe with us for our next adventure.
Hey, we're at 925 almost. We only have 75 to hit 1,000, so join us.
Bye-bye. Join us next Tuesday as we give ice cream bread a try.